War. War never changes. Since the dawn of time, men have never truly agreed on anything long enough to maintain peace. On a crisp, cool October day in 2077, man had finally reached a point where fear of change and the differences between us had finally gone too far. Something had to give. Many innocent citizens of the Plains Commonwealth looked on in horror as the world around them was burned alive and few were spared. St. Louis, Kansas City, and many other Midwestern cities were blown away by the nuclear attack of the Chinese army. But areas of low population or importance were spared. Joplin, Missouri was one such place. 211 years after the bombs fell, a wanderer happened upon a curious place. There were concrete walls like a bunker, large emerald pools of water, plant and animal life aplenty. Truly a beautiful sight to behold for any scavenger. Looking into the underbelly of the strange place, he fell into the cavern below and discovered a secret. However, some secrets should be left lost to time. He opened a mock settlement posing as a mayor and began mining his treasure from below in the town in secret. But soon discovered by nosy patrons, he gathered his men and he held a defense attempting to complete a transmission to a group he had connections to, the Brotherhood of Steel, and died trying to finish the transmission. After Brotherhood mercenaries held the position, the Brotherhood soon arrived, alongside a group they didn't even know considered them an enemy. The NCR traveled east, pursuing a fleeing foe from the western battles of Hoover Dam, not expecting to find an enemy they thought was behind them, gathering devastating weapons nonetheless. Just before the faction wars began, over control of the town now known as Wattapaw, a third enemy lurked in the shadows, smelling blood in the water, watching, waiting, and finally, with the aid of a backstabbing mob boss, both NCR and Brotherhood bases were destroyed in the end by the bombs they quarreled over nonetheless. A poetic end to men who tried to fall back to old world needs and ideals for certain. Now, with the help of a few aspiring men, the town rises from the ashes of war, hoping to fight one more time for peace, putting an end to the conflict around them. Babyface Jay, a retired mobster who joined back after he pulled his old boss from the ashes, somehow surviving the blast, neither even recognized the other, as one was burned horribly and the other had faked his own death. Captain Moondog, whom upon returning to the town where his fellow rangers were stationed, found nothing to hold but ashes and a promise, and aids those he can, protecting anyone who calls Wattapaw home. Captain Cody, a broken man who was pulled from the depths of addiction and self-loathing by the new mayor and given a second chance with everything. And finally, the new mayor. This man has walked right through the fires of the bombs, extending a hand to help everyone he meets. Some say he has ties to the Enclave. Others claim he pays the raiders to keep guards happy and buying supplies. And some claim he is just biding his time for an unknown force to claim the town. But every great leader is slandered by someone, and now he gears up for one last war. Because war never changes.